Nice to see a lot of green, lush lawns out there, and certainly with temperatures that are hanging out into the 70s for the foreseeable future, I definitely want to make sure that lawnmower is fired up and in tip-top shape, even though things are still a bit soggy to maybe tackle the lawn this evening. But tomorrow, perhaps looking like a great day, especially on Mother's Day. Current temperatures across the area, our high was right at 76 degrees for the day, still hanging out in the 70s with cloudy skies. We're not going to budge much with our temperatures. Dew points are relatively high, too, also hanging out into the 60s. So feels muggy out there. It's been a while since we've had to deal with that, but it is nice to see that things overall have been drying out for us. We have seen a few breaks in the clouds earlier today, so nice to see some of that sunshine, but really not enough to really bring in some dry air and cool things off for us. But fortunately, this weak system is going to offer more so just some cloud coverage heading into tonight. We'll watch most of the rain just on our satellite and radar well to our west, so things will continue to dry out heading into tonight. Temperatures will cool off a bit into the 50s for us, but still looking at a relatively mild start to the day on Sunday. By the morning hours, still looking dry. Winds are going to come out of the northeast, so that's going to help to cut into some of the humidity out there, so we'll feel more comfortable. Still looking at mostly cloudy skies through the day, but it will be nice to see that it won't be as humid and it's going to be pretty dry for us as we head into the day on Sunday. Temperature-wise, very similar to that of what we had today, generally hanging out into the mid-70s. And speaking of the humidity, we're going to take a nice break from that as we head into the end of the weekend, going into early next week. Those will drop back into the 40s. So that means temperature-wise, especially for our overnight lows, will likely fall back into the upper 40s for a couple days out there going into next week. But looking nice and good for the forecast to take care of the lawn out there. And again, we are going to be looking at a couple weak systems come through the course of the week, but for the most part, things will be looking relatively dry. And despite cloudy skies, looking at a great forecast for you from 9 to noon for your Mother's Day, climbing from the 60s to the low 70s again. Winds will be light out of the northeast and oftentimes brings in just some drier air. So we'll continue to see dry conditions throughout the day on Mother's Day. This week's system that'll slowly push out to the east as we head into Sunday night could offer a few light showers going into early Monday morning, but models have been trending drier and drier, so really bumping down those rain chances for us as we head into the start of the week. Small chance we will see some rain revisit as we head into the day on Tuesday, but for right now, things are looking relatively dry for us again, and temperature-wise, looking very spring-like for us. We'll continue to stay generally anywhere from 74 to 76 degrees. A little bit of a cool down for us by the midweek, but things will be looking pretty pleasant as we wrap up the second half of the week until Friday and the Saturday. We do have more rain on the way and potentially a few storms before we head into the following weekend.